I think the problem is that we, as the conflict generation, are shoveling our experience on the people who come behind us. So I hear young people, and I'm not talking about journalists now, I hear young people talking about things that they could only have heard from us. And we need to think about the damage we're doing in all of that. I think one of the points that Derek was making there was, in the conflict period, we had time to think about what we were saying. You know, we weren't really into the 24-hour news era at that stage just yet. We were probably at the beginning of it, but we had time to think about what it was we had to say. We were given time to think. But you know, news now is on the minute. News now is Twitter and Facebook, as well as television and radio and the newspapers. I think we've got some brilliant young journalists coming through here. You know, I think of Judith Hill, Amanda Ferguson, young Clodagh Rice from this town, Jane McCormick. You know, they are very talented journalists, and I don't dump you know, the responsibility on journalists for this. I think it's a shared responsibility. We've all got to think about, do we want to do the right thing about legacy? But also, how do we stop shoveling that experience on top of others? And that's what I meant about, if we don't do something, we're going to bury ourselves and them in the conflict period. So that's I mean, I think some politicians want to use the legacy process to recast the conflict on another stage. I was right and you were wrong. You know, we won and you lost. There's no bloody winners in that, let me tell you. Excuse my language, but there are no winners in that. So, and that's why I think this legacy process needs to be taken away from them. To free people, if you like, to talk in some more open fashion about what happened, but more importantly about why it should never happen again. I think that's the challenge. That's what a legacy process should be about, why this should never happen again.